January 16th, 2023. How's it going, guys? I got another video for you. We're going to talk about dating. So, what's new? Oh, well, let's talk about the dating different sites where they have the photos. And I don't know if this is new or not, but a lot of these women are taking their face and putting on other gals' bodies. Gals that are skinny, tan. Do they ever look at their own face and see when they put their faces on these bodies that it don't match up? Unbelievable. I mean, just unbelievable. And then some of them, when you look at it, on the age deal, are just some of them. This one I seen, it had to be a lot older. Yeah, you could see the wrinkles all up and down the throat line here, and the face looked like it was real young. It's like, no way. It don't match. None of it matches. Something to be aware of out there, guys. Which I'm sure all the guys are aware. But interesting anyway. And then also, I look at some of this stuff and I look at these ladies and I just can't get over how many of them look so unhappy. How can you be so unhappy? Me and my son, we go a lot of different places. We go out to eat, we go to the casino, we go to the cinema, we go all over different, like I say, everywhere. Go to some of the music events, stuff like that stuff. And I look and I see, I mean, these, even the women that are with certain guys, I mean, they'll look miserable. They'll look sit there and it's like, and I think, after going through my divorce, and after being married 18 years, I would never go out with a lady like that at all. Because when I look at stuff like that, and I see that, I know that if they're unhappy all the time, why are they unhappy? Why? I mean, I guess that's the first thing. Why are they unhappy? I mean, I get up every morning. I love to see that sun come up. I love to see the sunshine. How can you go through life and just be miserable? I don't know. I don't know. And I think it's sometimes their priorities are set wrong. They're looking for too much. Or they're looking for rich guys. They're looking for this. They're looking for that. There was a lady that posted on one of her YouTube deals, and it was talking about guys. I think that it only fell onto, excuse me, like I don't know, it was like a 1 or 2 percentile that made big money. And I think during the 90s, through the 1990s, they had this persona that we were going to be like, kind of like the Japanese. We were just going to have workers, and everybody was going to have tons of money, and there wouldn't. But there's always got to be a worker. There's always got to be a little guy. Just like the plumber. Somebody's got to make sure the poop goes down the drain. I mean, we got robots and stuff now, but we don't have robots to do all that stuff all the way complete yet and everything. I mean, you have to have just normal workers. You have to have people that do that. And I just think that the persona on all that is just way far out. But even if you take the money out of the equation, I that's another thing. When you take the money out of the equation, you still look at them. It's like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I just can't imagine, like I said, I can't imagine being with somebody like that that's so unhappy. I mean, like I said, I was married for a long time, and I compromised on the deal, and I would never compromise again. I would not in that sense, never, because you have to find somebody that has the same kind of likes that you have. You can't, one can't, in a sense, like to work out or eat halfway healthy, and the other one doesn't, work out at all or do anything. It's just not good. And you can't make it. It's just a combination for disaster when you have that combination and all that. But then I look at this too, and I look at, and some of these YouTube sites talk about ladies. Well, so there's some of these guys, some of these YouTube sites, even with the women that talk about, even about men dating women. A lot of them say after 35, the women are pretty much done because they can't, they're so set in their ways that that's just it. Now that's really scary. I mean, to be 30 or 35 years old and set in your ways. I mean, you can always learn something new. I mean, you want to learn till the day you die. You want to learn, I mean, you can always learn something new. That's crazy. But they look so unhappy. They look so miserable. And and then I think, well, okay, say you had $500,000 in your hand. How long would how long would they be happy? How long would they be happy? I don't know. I don't think they would be happy. I think at first they would smile and act like it, but I think after a while, I think it would be just another thing because they haven't found themselves any happiness in their surroundings at all about anything. I don't know. When you look at all this, and I just I don't see them very happy. Lots of them out there, and and some of them do the same thing weekend after weekend after weekend. Now, me and my son, we go up to the casino. We have a lot of fun, and we go up there almost every weekend a lot. But say we found two ladies. Would we go up to the casino every weekend? We had a discussion about this. We were talking about this, and I'm the guy who brought it up. I said, "What do we do?" Well, no, my son said. I said, "Well, I agree with you because there would be other things to go do." In the sense, I mean, say you could be going and dancing somewhere, or doing something like that. But see, that's the thing about all this. When you look at all this, I look at these other people, and I look at some of these other couples and stuff. They do the same thing every weekend. There's no variety. There's no nothing new. I mean, maybe that's why they're miserable. Maybe that's why the women just sit, like they're. But I don't know. I really get to wonder about all that. Like I say, I like going and doing different things. But it just amazes me. But it amazes me that the age of some of these ladies, and they look, I mean, some of the ones that are 30 act like they're 80. And I don't know. Not good, guys. Now, do I think it's like that everywhere? No, I don't. See, I have that hope. I know definitely that it's not like that everywhere. I got a friend out in Arizona out there, talks to me all the time about different things, and definitely know. And he's the same age as me, so I know, and he doesn't have a whole lot of money or anything either. So I don't buy it. But the thing of it is, I mean, I don't know. I just can't imagine being around somebody like that. I mean, I can talk to anybody, and but I just I don't know. And then I see some ladies go up to some of the casinos up here, some of the bars and stuff, and they're the same ones that sit there every weekend. But I mean, there's problems because they can't. There's nothing else they got. They don't have anything else. Why? Now, some of them, you get into YouTube, you listen to them how they work for their careers, they work for all their money and stuff, but are they happy? Shoot, the young ones aren't happy. Oh my gosh. I don't know. It just, it just amazes me. I mean, I look, I, you know, I gauge things by looking, observing. Remember when we used to talk about there's watchers? I consider myself a star seed, but a watcher, maybe a watcher too. Because I look at different things and, you can flip, you guys, I tell you, I'll give you one. Go to Live in Las Vegas, and there's several of them out there. There's like The Other Me is really cool. He's usually most of the time all through the week. I think he's a plumber, I think. But he does this on the side. He goes down there on Fremont Street there. And check it out. And he it's live, and it will show the people that come down there to the concerts, to the different deals, and they have like live entertainment and stuff. And that's what I gauge it on. I also look at this too. I see the interaction between the different age. There is no problem with different ages out there. There is no different, I mean, I seen one deal one night. This one guy he looked like he was probably 70 years old, and he was with a 35-year-old gal. And they were just having fun. They were just dancing. See, I don't know, but there is a difference. There is a difference between out there than here on some respects of all of it. I mean, what makes the difference? I don't know. But it just like I say, there is a big difference. Definitely. And I think some of the stuff here is just too many groups are grouped here in Kansas City compared to out there. I think I was looking at some. I think it was like Independence here, like has about 110,000 people population, like, or is it 100? Around 100. Costa Mesa, California, has about the same amount. But then you got like Costa Mesa Beach, you got Newport Beach, you got them all side by side going all the way up the coast, and they got about another 100,000. They got about, I mean, there's millions and millions of people out there, guys. Variety, but it still has to do with attitude and different things and people. I just, I mean, there is a difference. There is a difference. But I don't think everybody here is that way. I think there's people here too that are open. There are people, I've come across some, but they're far few in between on all of it. Definitely. But interesting. But I just think that, I way back what used to go to some of the meetup groups. And what I thought was weird about the meetup groups was they all, like after you got in the groups, say, the thing of it was, if you wanted to, it seemed like if you wanted to ask somebody out or something, they didn't like that. They all wanted to be bunched together all the time. Why is that? I don't know. I don't know. That's just weird. I get to think about I was out in California, first time out there, and went out to Disneyland, and we had this one gal approach us, and she had a couple of discount tickets. Well, it was like you could buy one and you paid for one admission, you got one person in like free out there. This is a while back, but and I thought, oh well, this is probably some scam or something. It's California, it's a scam. It's something, but it wasn't. I mean, they were, like I say, and I was out there, didn't really have no problems. Here's the sirens, guys. Sorry about that. You can hear sirens probably. I got my tablet here. It's got a good mic pickup on it. It's got that high def. I'll wait till they go by. All right. But anyway, I don't know. I never see much difference between California, like I say, when it's in the sense. Well, they talked also about money, how much it cost out there. I don't, how food was more expensive. I don't believe that. We ate out there at a Denny's, just like we ate here a Denny's over here on Nolan Road. It cost the same amount. The only thing difference out there at that time, and it's always out there, was they had a deal that said conserve water. Okay, that was even way, way back. They were doing that at that time even. But I don't know. I just, I think it's all about attitude. And if you're positive,